Ladies and gentlemen, Tactical Advance here, and welcome back to some more Star Citizens. Now, today what I've decided to do, I've watched a lot of videos on people doing, showcasing the hangars and so on. And I figured what I'll do is I'll put all the hangars into one video, so we can look at all the hangars, and then you get the option as well to tell, out of the three I've shown you, which one you actually prefer. Now, first of all, let's have a quick conversation about hangar types and why we've got different hangars. Now, so far, we've got 3 hangars, and there is one fourth one, but the fourth one, there is question marks over it, but we'll come to that in a minute. Now, this one we're looking at now is the discount hangar. Now, the hangars basically vary on how much you pledge, and also they also evolve around the ship you pick. What I mean by that is some hangars can't take the bigger ships, and that brings up the first question, really. That's the first thing that I thought, well, why can't this fit a Constellation? Why can't they make it bigger to fit? But it's a totally different design. Why do you have to have that would be my thought. I don't know what you guys think, but let me know in the comments. I think that, if you want this hangar, you should better have it, and you should better get any ship in it. I think that's, fair enough. I can't see why not. It's high enough. Okay, it's not long enough, but if they could extend it that way, why can't they extend it that way? Just my thoughts anyway. And there is a reason why I'm saying that, because actually, do you know what? I like this hangar. I like it, actually. I think this is, when I look at this, anyway, I haven't told you what the hangar's called. Anyway, this is called the discount hangar. Now, there's 3 hangars. We've got the discount hangar, the business hangar, or business class hangar, and then finally the deluxe. Now, the fourth one with a question mark over it is the asteroid hangar, which is, I can tell you now, I definitely know it exists. I've watched videos done by Star Citizens, and they haven't denied it. We know it's there, but when we're going to get it, we don't know. And then how much you're going to have to pay, or how do you actually get it, we don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. I think it's going to be a bit of a surprise. Now, going on that basis, I might actually be right. Then going back to what I just said about the size of the hangars. Now, one of the issues that Star Citizens have at the moment, which hasn't been confirmed exactly how they're going to do it, is, say for instance you own a Starfarer, and the Starfarer is, say, like 3 times the size of the Constellation. It's absolutely huge. Fuel tanker ship. Now, the challenge you have is the Starfarer will not fit inside of the larger hangar, which is the Deluxe hangar. So that now brings a problem in. Where's that ship going to have to be parked? Are they going to extend internally? Are they going to put some sort of landing pad on the top of your hangar? And I think that's what they're working on at the moment. They've tried a few options. I reckon they're probably more than likely going to go for some sort of docking upstairs, maybe when you go up a lift or something on the lines of that. And then you go out to some sort of landing pad where you have the bigger ships. And I think it might have to be like that, because what happens if you've got an Ignis P or something like that, which is even bigger? There's going to be challenges. Now, what I'd like to see in the future, I'd like to see the ability to fit pretty much any ship into any hangar. So then we have 3 styles of hangar. Because although this is the basic, you could call it, the discount, the basic hangar, I actually like this. I think that a lot of people are actually going to prefer this over probably the business and the deluxe hangar, and maybe even the asteroid. Now, when I look around here, the first thing aesthetically, what I thought this is like some sort of pirate hangar. If you're a pirate or something like that, I thought, the colours, it's a little bit too dark in here. I think it needs to up the lighting a little bit. But I like it. I really like it. I like the rawness of it. It's like a proper workshop, So we'll take a look around anyway. Like down this side, obviously, they've put in the guns down here, the firing range, which is no point looking at that. There's not much to look at that, really. Not really much around here. I've had a good look around. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too dark to really sort of stare at things like I normally would do. Now, this has been put in. This has gone into all the hangars at the moment. Some sort of metal cabinet. Moving around here. Right, this is quite significant, guys, so remember this. It's got one door here leading off to who knows what. Through watching a lot of the videos, they seem to be saying that you're going to have the ability to build, it's going to be modular. So this could be your office and living quarters, say, for instance. Now, the fact this has only got one door, for me, I think it's going to be key. We'll come back to that later, though. Okay, so around here we've got where the ship's parked. Sort of have a bit of a landing zone there. And then around that, it's got a viewing platform around the top here. And what I've actually noticed, it's the only way... I know this is pretty relevant, really, guys, but when you walk into this, you start climbing. Now, that's the only place I've ever seen that action applied. I don't think you can do it on the steps to getting in the ship. I think you have to press the F key. So, just wonder why. Maybe they're testing that out on them set of steps. I don't mind it, but the only downside is sometimes when you're running past, you do climb up the steps. Now, okay, so... got this sort of gantry here. Now, actually, this is, with all fairness, this is probably one of the best gantries out of all the hangars, purely on the basis because you can actually really have a good look at the ship. The only thing letting it down is the lighting. When I initially thought, okay, the lighting's low, the thing what sprung to mind, why don't they give us a dimmer switch? Why don't they give us lighting? Why can't we turn the lights up? Well, we should be able to turn the lights on or off ourselves. You know, you see what I'm getting at. That'd be fantastic to have a couple little dials where we can turn these lights up so we can see the ship a little bit better, and then we can dim them down maybe in the evening. It might sound pedantic, guys, but something like that would actually means a lot, because when you're building ships that are based on detail and, you know, you're really interested in this game, you want to see the ship and you want to look around it, and what you don't want to happen is the light to actually affect what you're actually looking at. So, look. Early days yet in the hangar, but that was just a bit of, you know, what I thought. I like to have maybe a couple little, you know, dimmer switches on the wall so I can increase the lighting in different bays. That'd be really, really cool. I love that. Now, okay, so, you know, you've got the good catwalk here where you can actually walk all the way around the ship, but like I said, it's a little bit of a shame that we can't turn the lights up. And it goes all the way around here. So you can have a good look around, and you know, you'll see why in a minute. Actually, this gantry is probably one of the better ones for actually looking around the ship, because there is some, on the other ones, there's a couple of things inhibiting your view. I think that's the best thing to say. So, okay, it goes round here. And it comes all the way around here. Around this section here. Now, this is obviously, this would normally be another ship, so you have the same sort of gantry. You don't never walk across the front. You're always walking to the rear and to the sides. And then obviously to get down, you can do the same thing. I don't think you can press F, you just got to walk into it. I don't mind that. I sort of prefer push to climb, I would say, personally, but it's personal preference at the end of the day. Purely on the basis that, like I said, when you're running past every now and again, you go into that animation of climbing when if you're walking past. Well, it does say use there. That one does, doesn't it? Okay, that says use. Okay, let's go and try this one. I didn't see the use arrow come up. Yeah, see, it's a bit strange, isn't it? Maybe it's just these steps. Let me move around a bit. Maybe it's just on these, just a little bit, okay, a little bit of a bug there. It might be because it's a bit too close to this thing here, what's it called, affecting the controls maybe. So, maybe there is two options. I have to try it out. I haven't tried it out walking into the steps of a ship yet without pressing the F button. I'm sure it doesn't work, but we'll give it a go. Now, over here, you've got your character, you know, change your character. There we go, changes clothing, which is pretty good. Like that. Now, each one of the actual hangars has different, I don't know what you're going to call this, clothing stands and different boxes, and it also has a different weapon stand as well, so we'll take a look at them anyway. So, you know, not really much to look at there, other than changing my clothes. He needs some eyes. You know, he looks slightly ill. Over here, this is a new feature that I actually added. I like this, and a lot of people have actually mentioned in the comments, like, you know, how you're going to store your stuff. Now, what I've actually noticed is inside the Constellation, moving a little away from the hangar side of it, inside the Constellation there is the 4 sleeping quarters. Now, if you actually have a look to the rear where the toilets are, there is actually 4 containers, looking very similar to this. Now, don't forget, all depending on what ship and what brand maker it is, I'm assuming these containers are going to look slightly different, but you know, have the same functionality. Now, let's just say, for instance, I'm just going to open this up. I love the animation to start with. The props on top, you can see that they're not real props. I think they've just put them on there for now because they just look. I looked at that and it looked, I don't know, is it a gun handle there? That thing where the cursor's on? I'm not really sure what that is. There's obviously some knee pads there, shoulder pads, maybe a pair of boots and so on. Now, let's make the assumption then, if you've got 4 people on board, each person will have his own one of these to store his stuff in. Sort of makes sense. Now, the first thing that sprung to mind when I thought about having a storage container, let's hope they put a combination lock on it, guys, because otherwise, when your ship gets raided, whatever you've got in it, it's just going to get stolen. Okay, you might say if they're going to steal the ship, they're going to steal it anyway. But I agree what you're saying. But if you have the combination locks on there, it adds this dynamic to the game, and I'll tell you what it adds. It adds then they might not want to kill you. You know, they might not want to kill you purely on the basis that actually they want to know, they want what's inside the box. So for them to get what's inside the box, they then might have to treat you slightly different. And then it brings another dynamic into the game. You know, it makes your life more valuable rather than you just being expendable. Now, I do know in the game that actually if you kill people in escape pods, it has a bad effect against your player, towards your player's reputation. And how the reputation affects you in game. Let's just say, for instance, I was in my Constellation and I wanted to hire someone to be my wingman. I could actually look at your rating, and if your rating was like, yeah, he's really, really bad, you know, he kills a lot of players and this and that, you know, I might think, I don't know if I want to take this guy on, you know, he might shoot me in the back, or, you know, he might betray me. So that element, I know that's going to be added, but like I said, I like this. I looked at the animation a few times, I like the way it all folds up. Looks at the handle. It does look like there's going to be some sort of... Surely just... I can't believe that they're going to have to put some sort of combination lock on there. I hope they do, because if you've got 4 of these containers and all your friends, I'm not saying one of your friends is going to nick your boots or anything, but, you know, I just thought, well, it'd be a nice little touch to have that on there. I mean, like I said, we'd look at this little box actually on all the hangars to see how it actually differs as well. Now, over here, we've got the, you know, the basic console. We've all seen this, guys. You know, to basically modify and change your actual ship to how you please. Same old, really. The only thing what's actually different on this is actually the base station that actually differs between the actual hangars. Okay, so, you know, we've had a good look around. One door, like I said, gantry across the top. We've got some other little boxes over here, actually. I don't know if these ones open. I've seen these floating around the place. No, not as yet. Animation's nice on them. These look like toolboxes and stuff like that. So now, one of the things they did say is there will be, I don't know, you're going to be able to hire a mechanic or hire some staff anyway, so it won't be just you running around in your hangar. You can have other people in there which you can hire as well. Don't know the full details on that, but it was mentioned in one of the live streams, so we'll have to wait and see what that's actually going to be. Is it going to be a cleaner? Can you get people to clean the ship? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see, but I'd already like that. I like that channel of thinking already, the fact that they're thinking about, you know, if your ship's damaged and it comes in, do I have to repair it? Well, surely you maybe have a little R2-D2 driving around, something like that. I don't know. But, you know, I don't think we need to talk about that too much, but I think this being thought of. I definitely think for realism point of view that it can't be just you repairing everything, particularly if you've got a Constellation or something else. I like the fact that maybe they bring the dynamic in of repair times. You know, if it's an engine failure or something like that, or, you know, major shield disruption or something really messed up, like all the cooling, you know, it might take, you know, I don't know, 45 minutes, hour, 2 hours to repair it. And if you want to go into battle and you've got a really important battle to go to, you might have to make a decision over what you've got to repair first based on the time you've actually got. I don't know, throwing it out there, guys. Let me know what you think about that one. Maybe it won't be like that. Maybe it'll just be you park up, click on repair and it repairs. Wait, I'll have to wait and see. Not too sure on that. But like I said, I think that the options are pretty endless on what they actually could do. And it looks like we're going to have other staff in here. What them staff are going to be doing yet, I have absolutely no idea. Okay, right, so first hangar, guys. We've had a good look round. We've had a sort of general chat about it. And as I say, this is the discount hangar. And I think what we'll do now, let's go and take a look at the business hangar. And we do the same sort of run round again, and then we'll have a general conversation. Right, one sec, guys. Okay, next hangar, guys. Now, first impressions when you stand here, it does look a lot more roomy, doesn't it? Because you don't have that gantry going up the top. A lot more lighting in it, a lot brighter as well, which gives you sort of a bit, in some ways, you know, it gives you a better representation of the actual ship, and, you know, you can actually see around it slightly clearer. So that is the first advantage about this hangar. But like I said, if they add something like lighting into the basic, into the discount hangar, well then it sort of resolves them issues anyway. Okay, so let's take a look around. Right, first of all, we don't have that same sort of gantry where we can get as close to the ship. So not really much we can do from viewing on top, but there is a viewing platform, but I'll show you that in a minute. And there's slight disadvantages with that, but we'll take a look in a second. Okay, so we're having a bit of a wander around for starters. I'm just going towards this. Yeah, it looks like a slightly different design. It is. Either that or it's extremely... It's made by the same maker. It's the same to me. Other than it's round the other hand, isn't it? So, looking on the ground floor, do we have a door? That's the first question. We do not have a door on the ground floor. Now, no door. Let's go and take a look upstairs. Now, look, I don't know how relevant the doors are at the moment, guys, but something I noticed anyway, and you're going to see in a minute. So we're going to go in here. Okay. Actually, work that button? I'm not sure. Right. Now, like I said, this is the sort of viewing platform you get, right? And, okay, yeah, I like the distorted glass, guys. I like the animation on it. I think it's good. But when you're looking at his ship, it's not so good, is it? Let's be honest. I mean, it looks like I've just had about 10 pints of bloody cider, doesn't it? Jesus. Right, anyway. Continue around here. Bit of a walk. Now, there is a door in the centre here, if I remember rightly. Is there a door here? Yeah, it's coming up. Now, the door does seem a little bit far away. I mean, if this is your sleeping quarters, that means that, you know, you're going to be getting out your ship, going up the lift, and run all the way around here and in this door. Now, that's all well and good, but I'm thinking, why don't they put the lift over here? I mean, it's like you have to run all the way around, or maybe they put another door down there. But like I said, the first observation, one door, guys. One door again. Okay, so we head round this way. I'm not saying they're not going to add any more doors, but it just seems, like I said, you'll see at the end what I mean. Moving around here, like I said, can't really see bugger all out here, guys. I'm just about to see the 325A, and you can see roughly the ship, but like I said, for a game that is sort of based on, you know, we want to look at the ship, we need clear glass. Either we'll remove the glass or something, I don't know, but it's designed for a viewing platform that we get that assumption because the windows are here. It's just the disadvantage is you just can't see through it, which is still a bit disappointing. Move down this way. Okay. It goes that way, isn't it? Right, going down. Here we go. And back down the bottom again. So, viewing platform not too good. But not the end of the world. Probably something that could be sorted out. Lighting's brilliant here. That's the first, you know, very, very good. You know, way, way better than the previous hangar. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you look in the description below, I'll put in the description below, it does a list of ships and what hangars they actually can go in. Because obviously some of the bigger ships at the moment only will go in the Deluxe hangar, which is the Constellation at the moment. And but have a look at the list anyway, rather than me running through it now anyway. Okay, so over here, same cabinet there, pretty much the same here as well. Funny looking dude with no eyes. So straightforward really, switch that over. Now, pretty much it really. Actually, the viewing platform, slightly different design, looks slightly more modern than the previous one. Obviously we've seen this before. Close that down. And obviously the firing range. So, plus points to this hangar. Does look a lot airier. Lighting very good. But these things are, I really think, are minuscule things really in the grand scheme of it. Now, although this has the better lighting, you just can't see your ship because you can't see through the windows. Where the other one, you've got the good platform, but you can't see because there's not enough of light. So it's catch-22 really between these two, isn't it? You're either going to look through the blue glass and have loads of light, or you're going to have the other one where you can see your ship. You can't see your ship. You can see your ship from the platform, but you can't see it because it's so dark. But both of these can be resolved. I mean, if that could... Maybe you'd have a little switch or something there so the windows are open. You know, so the windows drop down. You can have a little switch and open them windows so you can view your ship. Or maybe we have some sort of HIABs. You know them little crane things you get, guys, for you know, you see them sometimes changing lights and stuff like that. Them little cranes and little, you can get in them. And you have a little control and you can lift up and go on top of the, you know, up to the high cherry pickers. That's it. I just couldn't get it. I couldn't think of what it's called. Maybe they can give us a little cherry picker or something like that. That would resolve the problem. So we need light switches and a cherry picker. That'd be very nice. Just so we can have a good look around our ships. Right, moving on. Let's take a look at the next one anyway, guys. Which is the final one, which is the Deluxe Hangar. Right, 1 second. Right, okay. Final Hangar, the Deluxe Hangar. First impressions, absolutely huge. I mean, the ceiling's obviously a lot higher. And obviously that's for a reason, obviously, to get the larger ships in. Now, first observation, the lighting is quite good. You can see that the lighting there, you know, you can quite clearly see what you're looking at. Even from here, we can see over there the 325. And you can see the lighting on the top, so it's not like there's dark patches. So, first of all, the lighting's very good. But like I said, something quite easily probably adjusted with a light switch or something like that. Now, okay, so one door. You have a door here, first of all. Obviously, you can't go in it, but it's a door. It says auto or off, something or other. Okay, so first door. Now, obviously, it's a lot bigger, so we're going to do a quick. We can jump in the car. I've actually spawned this in just so. Well, you know, I'm not going to do a video on the car, guys, but you know, for you guys who haven't seen it yet, have a look around it first of all, shall we? Quite detailed. Once again, I think once the rubber looks a bit naff, but I think once PBR straighten out all these little bits here, the rear, that part of the, where it looks like the fuel tank, the engine block is there, looks a bit metal, doesn't look very good. But PBR iron all them out. Here we go. Let's jump in. Here we go. Okay, should we actually change our view so we can actually see what we're looking at here? Okay, same walking around. So, down this end we've got the firing range element of it. Now we have got these, I did say in one of my other videos before, I did wonder what these things here are for in front of me here, these flaps here, guys. These things here. So it's warning. Now, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's just a design, but I thought it might be if you want to sell large amounts of cargo. You know, you have some sort of docking thing what parks up to that, and you know, people can just fly past your hangar and buy stuff. Might be a load of rubbish, guys, but might be talking rubbish, but that's what I thought. They do seem to appear around the hangar, around here as well. Pop down this way. Now you have like 2 small bays here, 2 small bays. Then you have 1 large bay, which is over here. If we just look past the firing range at the moment. So a good example of that is Constellation would probably go here, and then down here you would have maybe 2 smaller ships. We have some little. Let's go and find this other box. I think it's actually upstairs. Tell you what we'll do. Let's pop over here and just check out this lighting, see what it's like. Enough of that. You can't really see much when I'm flying around in that. But probably won't buy a car, guys. Can't see the point in it as of yet. I don't have enough ships really to warrant something like that as of yet. Now, lighting's pretty good. Once again, we could probably do with some sort of lighting switches or something like that so we can increase the lighting. But fairly good. As I say, you can see around this quite well. One of the disadvantages here, we have no viewing platform again, so maybe the cherry picker would be the answer. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But like I said, no viewing platform here, so you can't actually look on top of the ship. You can probably climb on it, but we all know what happens when you do that. It does bug out a little bit every now and again. Now, upstairs. Here we go. Nice animation there. Bit buggy still, but they still. Well, this is an improvement over the last lift. If anyone had the last one, you see what I mean. It was horrendous, but okay. Out of this door here now. This is the viewing platform you get. So obviously you can't see your smaller ships now. The only ship you can actually see is your, you know, let's just say if the Constellation was there, which is all well and good. But if you want to look at the front, then you can't. Basically, you can only look at it from here. So just something small. I think that cherry picker, the more I think about it, actually, it does make quite a bit of sense. I would actually like something like that. You know, because I like looking around things, and we all like trying to identify what things are on the ship. And if we can't get up there to have a look at it, we can't have the conversation. So, you know, having the ability to do that would be really, really good. Okay, so another box. Does it look different? It is slightly different, isn't it? Definitely looks different. It's very confusing, isn't it? I might have to go and watch my own video. Well, I always watch my own videos anyway, just to, you know, to see if I can improve my video. What I'm going to do is I'll look at the video afterwards and I'm going to compare them. It's hard to tell because there's different lighting. And what I have noticed is this bit was on the other side in the previous hangar, in the business hangar, and then in the discount hangar it was on the other side. But that just means turning the box around. Oh, maybe it doesn't because the handle was over there. So I'll have to check. It's made by the same maker, so. Okay, one more time. Actually, I have to be two because I have to close it now. How many times can you open and close a box? Well, moving on. Now, this is the. I mean, is this a key thing or not, guys? I don't know. There's a door here. This door is the same as the lift entrance door. So, let's make the assumption that it's going to have to be something. So it's got one door there. Same old cabinet over here. Same thing here, guys. Swip your character over. And then over here, the lift door. Is there a door here? Dark. Can't see. Nope. Run all the way down here now. See if there's any more doors on the way. Have a good look round. Now, obviously, this is a... We're going to call this a double large hangar because it's two double bays here. There's another door there. I mean, that would... Could that be... Is that another lift? I've never tried that, actually. Obviously not. Thought that might be a second lift. There's another door here. So are we saying this one's got two? Well, actually, no. It's got three. Three doors. So... My thinking was, does this mean this... What does it... Is that the definition? Does that then necessarily mean that the Deluxe hangar is more modular than the other two? Look, I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I'm not even suggesting that that is the case, and I'm not even suggesting the case that they will add other doors on the other hangars, but so far, the only difference I can see between the three, other than the size and the lighting that I pointed out, is the amount of doors. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Going back down. It's a bit slow on the sound effects there, wasn't it? And we're down. Now, each one of them has its own sort of panel, you could call it. There we go. Slightly different design. Nice design, does look nice, must admit. You get a little bit stuck there. To configure each of the ships. And then back over where we started. So, 3 doors v 1 door. What does it mean? Who knows? So, anyway, guys, look. I'll put them all back to back, because then this way, you know, if you're new to the game, you're coming into the game, look, I'm not suggesting that you should... Don't pick the first hangar purely on the lighting, because, you know, I 100% believe that that will be resolved. And it wouldn't surprise me if they do add light switches. I can't see why not. I mean, it's an easy thing for them to do, to increase the lighting inside the hangar. Very easy. So, or to add a light switch would be very easy to do. Maybe someone needs to go and mention it on the forum. I don't know. So, the purpose of the video is just to show you the hangars and show you around them. And also, you know, it gives you the opportunity as well to, you know, let me know in the comments, out of the 3 hangars, regardless on size, because like I said at the start, I think that you should better get the bigger ships in all the hangars, because they are different styles. It's different, and having the choice is good, because you might want to play that, you know, that smuggler sort of player, and you might like the first hangar. You know, you might actually want to have the discount hangar because you like the way it looks, and I do like the way it looks as well. So for that very reason. So let me know in the comments which one you like the best. Be interesting to know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.